guys, Coach Ben here, bigbenchas.com, and I wanted to tackle the question today: why do you struggle in regards to the bench press? Alright, just like the Pokemon Pikachu, when it runs out of moves, right? You struggle, right? Same thing, alright? Focus on the bench press. Why do you struggle on the bench press? Could be due to quite a few things here, and I wrote out what exactly you might be having a hard time with. Because, guys, I get it. Alright, I sympathize with you. I've been there. I've struggled through the bench myself. As much videos as I put out, alright, as much training stuff as I put out, I struggle with the bench myself. It's tough. It's a tough movement. It's tough to keep progressing on it. Okay, I get it. First thing you want to look at maybe is technique. Alright? What you're probably running into difficulty with is you haven't sought out change, or you don't know how to implement change. Alright, so the first one. You might be struggling because you simply aren't looking for change. You're doing the same thing over and over. You've never left any care for your technique. You've never even looked into it. And you continue to do the same thing over and over. You continue to get injured. You continue to make no progress. Or you make a little progress, you get stuck for a long time. Make a little progress, get stuck for a very long time. Alright? You're risking injury. So you have to seek for change. You have to at least look out, what can I be doing differently? Or you learn what you can be doing differently. You know what you can do better, but you don't know how to implement it. Okay? And that's where getting a coach or going somewhere to train with other people and just practicing more, that's where that all comes in, guys. Okay? I'll tell you, a lot of my lifters, they know what they should be doing better. Alright, but until I explain it in a way that clicks for them, and I continue, I'll explain things over and over in different ways, until they hear it the right way, they don't know how to implement it. So they've gone through the process, they're seeking change, they reached out to me, right? They don't know how to implement it, that's on me. That's me to get them to hear the right thing, to put it into action, which we'll eventually get to. But that's, in regards to technique, that's the two biggest things that are going to hold you back, okay, in terms of technique. So if you're struggling, you might want to look in that department if you haven't before. Programming, okay, you might be testing, not building, and that comes in many different forms. It's not always a 1-rep max test. That's doing a 3x5 for the day, where it's supposed to be moderate volume, but you turn it into 3 separate 5-rep maxes, okay? That's testing, not building. Okay, your form's probably breaking down, things are looking shitty. Alright, you're not going to gain from that. Building, that would be playing it smart, staying in a moderate zone, something that's going to make that weight move fast, look good, and you're going to get a training effect out of that. Even if it doesn't feel like you're maxing out all the time, you're growing from that workout. Okay, so you're probably testing, you're not building. You aren't training what needs to be trained the most. Alright, in your programming. And that might be an instance where you just need to try something different. Alright, find exercises you suck at, because they are gems. If you bring them up, your bench will likely go up. For example, I'm not the greatest overhead presser. Every time, and I can give you numerous examples, my overhead press goes up and I see the results through a 1-rep, 3-rep max. That number climbs, bench is going up. It happens 100% of the time. Alright, it never failed. Okay, so I know that's something that needs to go up, bench goes up. It's never failed once. Okay, you need to train what needs to be trained the most. Oftentimes, we don't want to train those things because we're not good at them. So we never make progress. We never strive to make progress in them. When in turn, that's what we need to do to get our bench up. So look at what's happening with the programming here. Nutrition. Alright, first thing could be a lack of food intake. Alright, you just aren't taking your eating serious. You're just kind of going through the day. You don't really know how much you're eating. You're probably not eating enough to make continuous muscle gains, strength gains. Okay, so take a look in that department. Or if you're going the opposite way, where you're purposely eating less to diet, to lose weight, to look better, whatever the case may be, you might just have a lack of nutrition. Alright, and it might be that you're not properly timing meals around your workout. Guys, this is a lot harder, in my opinion. I don't know, gaining weight's hard, but losing weight becomes very difficult because you don't have as much leeway, okay, because you're not taking in as much food. So you have to be really spot on with making sure you're getting carbs around your workout, enough so that you're going to train, you're going to feel good, and you can recover after. You need enough nutrition to recover properly. So you have less leeway when you're doing some type of a diet. You got to make sure what you're eating isn't giving you shitty calories. It's something that's going to be providing value because you're getting less calories. Okay, so take a look at nutrition. That could definitely be a reason why you're struggling. Recovery. Now, we're going to skip through all the crazy little soft tissue things, all that little voodoo stretching and all that stuff. We're not going to get into that. That all plays a role, but we're going to look at the king of recovery. The one thing you can always count on, the one thing that's always going to work, time tested, and that's going to be how are you sleeping, okay? Not even how much sleep you're getting, but the quality of sleep that you're getting, okay? Because you can get 4 hours of great sleep and be more productive than get 8 hours of shit sleep, okay? So the quality of sleep's important, not just the duration, but the quality. Because go ahead, get 10 hours, but if you ain't sleeping good for 10 hours, that don't do nothing for you. That don't do shit. So we got to look into the quality of our sleep. That may be going for, could be just going for a sleep study. And we can get that analyzed, see if we can make improvements there. Or it could be making sure you shut off electronics before bed. Maybe you aren't going to bed. You're having a hard time with that because you're taking in all this information. Your head's spinning. Maybe you do a little meditation. You do some journaling, whatever the case may be. But this is going to be the most impactful thing you could ever do to your recovery. All that other stuff thrown aside, nothing is going to affect your recovery like the ability to sleep and have quality sleep. All right, that is number one thing, always. All right, so guys, if you find yourself struggling in the bench press, where did it go wrong? What can I do to make improvement? Here it is, right there. I gave you the categories. I gave you what you might be currently struggling. I'm sure if you are struggling with the bench press, I guarantee you 9 times out of 10 you can make improvements in at least one of these things. So what you waiting for? I'm here, Coach Ben, telling you to do it. All right, get it done. Now you know. Coach Ben here. And you know where to meet me.